Assalamu alaikum, dear my boys and girls. Welcome back to our lesson in the subject of accounting for class 9 and 10 Business Studies group for English version students. Today's our chapter is chapter number 5, that is the accounts, which was started study. Today I will discuss about the creative questions of accounts. Are you ready for taking this lecture? This is Mahmoud Hussain, your accounting teacher. So, dear students, are you okay? I think you are fine at this moment. So, you have to write, you have to follow my rules and regulations of our instruction about the chapter 5, that is the name of accounts. Now, you can take your textbook for solving the creative question of chapter number 5, that is the accounts, and take your copy, that is accounting copy, to write the solution of creative question number 1. Dear students, now you can take the textbook and open at page number 62, creative question number 1. Okay, before going solution, you have to read one time for understanding the question or stem. Following accounts balances are available in a business as on 31st December 2017. Following accounts are available in this system. Totally 19 accounts are given for finding out the different types of requirement. That is the requirement number 1. Total amount of drawings required number 2. Total amount of assets requirement number 3. Total amount of liabilities. So I think you have already taken your copy and pen for writing or for solution the creative question number 1. Now you can start requirement A. You have to follow this format in all time for the requirement A, B and C. The total amount of drawings is determined by using statement. This statement has already used in several times in different types of creative question in different chapters. So I think you are following this one. Date or serial number, particulars, amount taka detail, amount taka total. So drawings amount, how to find out? We have already known from the previous lecture, which was delivered by me in the previous lecture. Drawings amount are related to cash drawings, goods drawings, income tax, and life insurance premium. or personal expenses of owner. So in this system, two items are related to drawings account or drawings amount, that is income tax for taka 15,000 and life insurance premium taka 5,000. So requirement A, total amount of drawings is taka 20,000. Okay, dear learners, I think you have already written in your copy requirement A. Now you can go to the next requirement. The requirement B, the total amount of assets is determined below using statement. I have already used in several times in this format: data, serial number, particulars, amount taka detail and amount taka total. So from this question, how to identify the asset? I have already discussed in the previous lecture which items are related to asset, which are liabilities, which are expenses, and which are related to revenues or income. So you can take easily from the system which items are related to asset. I think you have learned from previous lesson. You have understood from previous lesson. Prepaid rent. Only rent or rent paid, it one kind of expenses, but when rent paid in advance or prepaid or any expenses paid in advance, then it is treated as asset. Is told by me in previous lecture. Furniture is one kind of fixed asset. Account receivable. Receivable means asset. All receivables are related to asset. Account receivable 6,50,000, interest receivable 5,000, machine or machinery or office equipment or equipment, it's one kind of fixed asset. Bank balance, cash balance, goodwill. Now 8 items are related to asset from the system. We have written total amount of assets is taka 9,80,000. Dear boys and girls, I think you have written in your copy. For more practice at home, now we can go to the next slide. That is the question of requirement C. What is the amount of liabilities, total amount of liabilities from the system? The same format is to be followed in all time when you are required to find out total amount of asset, liability, revenue, expense, and drawings or equity. Now you can open a format for determining liabilities from the system. Okay, number 1, mortgage loan. I have already discussed about this item in the previous lecture. Mortgage loan. I have already told in the previous lesson: loan, bank loan, mortgage loan, bond or debenture. These items are related to liabilities. In future time, businessman has to pay to the creditors. So loan, one kind of liability. salary is due. Salary, one kind of expenses, but salary is due, that is, salary is unpaid. Salary is outstanding. Salary payable. So, unpaid, that is payable amount. It has to pay in future time to the workers, employers, or employees, or officers. So, salary is due is one kind of liability, that is the current liability. Bills payable. I have already said in several times, any kind of payable is liability, that is the current liability. So, bills payable is liability. Accounts payable, that is another name of creditors. When we purchased goods on credit or an account, or any asset or things purchased on credit from any supplier, that then it is treated as creditors or accounts payable. So it is one kind of liability. Commission received in advance. You know that only commission received is one kind of revenue, but when it is received in advance or unearned, then it is treated as liability. Next one, unearned sub-rent. Unearned, that is advance sub-rent from the subtenant. Only rent received is one kind of revenue, but when received rent in advance, then it is treated as liabilities. Bank overdraft. Only bank balance, that is the asset or current assets, but when bank balance is credit, that is the name of bank overdraft, so it is current liabilities. Stationery due. Stationery is one kind of expenses, but stationery is due, that is expense of stationery is unpaid. Due, outstanding, that is the payable amount. It has to pay in future. So stationery due is one kind of liability. So from this question, you can write the name of liability: mortgage loan, salaries due, bills payable, accounts payable, commission received in advance, unearned sub-rent, bank overdraft, stationery due. Total amount of liability in this system 1,99,500. Dear students, I think you have more benefited from this chapter for knowing the asset, liabilities, revenue and expenses or equity item. So today I will give one home assignment for you. This home assignment has to solve at home. Okay, now again write in your copy from this slide you are seeing in the screen. A creative question is shown in front of you. So you should write in a hurry. Following account balances, that is Taka, are available in Natasha Traders as on 31st December 2019. Commission receivable, Taka 20,000. Wages, Taka 5,000. Insurance premium, Taka 15,000. Advertisement, Taka 20,000. Bad debt, that is uncollectible debt, Taka 3,000. depreciation taka 7,000, debtors, there is another name of accounts receivable 30,000, interest on investment or interest received taka 13,000, sublet rent, that is subtenant rent taka 7,000, apprenticeship premium taka 20,000, sales taka 2,30,000, purchase 1,20,000, discount received 5,000. Okay, dear boys and girls, due to uninterrupted electricity problem, you can't see to my slide, but I think you have already written the home assignment in your copy. From this question or from this stem, you have to require the requirement A, determine the total amount of current assets. Requirement B, determine the total amount of expenses. Requirement C, determine the amount of revenues. I think you will solve this problem at your home, and inshallah you will do it yourself. Okay, thanks for being today. Inshallah I will come back again to take in another lecture for this chapter, the chapter number 5, that is the accounts. Allah Hafiz.